A very good day to all. I am Ronnie Thomas from Kerala. I have completed my graduation and also I have completed my BTEC HNC, that is Bachelor of Technology and Educational Council, approved by Edexcel UK. And currently I am pursuing my MBA. And when I say about my experience, I have almost 7 years of experience in teaching field. In that, almost 4 years in Telangana state. I was handling state syllabus and CBSE syllabus. My subject is English and I was handling the classes from 6th to 10th. Now, I'm just going to give a small explanation about lessons, discourses and grammar parts. First, we will deal with the lessons. As you know, in Telangana state, if you take the state syllabus, we have for 10th class, we have almost 8 units, and each unit carries 3 readings: A reading, B reading, and C reading. Almost 24 chapters. I am going to just give you the explanation about A reading of first unit. The name of the lesson is "The Attitude is an Altitude." So what do you mean by that? If you take the lesson name itself, the heading itself, that means our character or behavior or our life always depends upon our attitude towards something. In this lesson, they have given the details about a disabled person called Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic was a person who was born without legs and hands. That kind of disability is called pocomilia, and he was known as torso. When he was born, his parents itself, his father and mother, they were also shocked. And his father went out and omitted. His mother was unable to touch him for few months. You imagine that. Imagine we have to imagine ourselves in his place. If we were born like that, what would be our situation? Even then, now why we are learning about him? Because he overcame that disability. When we say about the disabilities of a person, including me, you, or whoever, there are two kinds of disabilities. One is physical disabilities, another one is mental disabilities. We may not be suffering from the physical disabilities, but we all have mental disabilities. I will explain to you that. About Nick, while Nick was growing, his parents decided to send him in the special school. But after that, they changed the decision and he was sent to the normal school. It was the turning point of Nick's life. What happened? When Nick was sent to the normal school, he was also humiliated in front of others by his friends, maybe teachers or other people, because he was a person who did not have hand and legs. So definitely he was mentally depressed that time. Then what he did? He decided to commit suicide. He jumped into the bathtub. Since the water was less in the bathtub, the attempt became failure. Otherwise, it was unsuccessful. Then what he decided? Then after that, fortunately, he read an article of a disabled person, and he was inspired by that article. Then he decided from that moment, I also will inspire the people. I will overcome my disability. So he overcame the disability. He started to inspire the people. Even now also he is inspiring the people. He was giving speech to 1 lakh people at a time. How is it possible? You have to imagine. Without legs and hand, a person is giving speech to 1 lakh people. That means what kind of inspiration might have got the people who listen that. And he was born in USA, or he was US citizen. Then he went to Australia. He won the Young Australian Citizen Award. He married a girl from Australia, and now he is living in Australia with his children. Now, I appreciate the Telangana government for giving this chapter as the first chapter of the English syllabus for the student. Why? Because the government want to inspire you from beginning of the academic year. How is it possible? I told you there are two kinds of disabilities. Okay, first one is physical disability. Okay, we know. The mental disabilities, that is called our ego, selfishness, jealous, partiality. All these things we have. So we also have to overcome our mental disabilities. Then only we will be successful in our life. That's what the only lesson we have to learn from this first chapter. So today onwards, we should decide that I will overcome my mental disabilities and I will become an inspiration for other people. I will be a Nick Vijaysis. So that is the first lesson. Second, if we go with the grammar part, there are many grammar parts in your textbook. I will just go with the simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentences. Before going to simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, we should know two things. One is clauses, another one is conjunctions. So what do you mean by clauses? Clauses means nothing, sentences only, but in English language they will give in different names. There are two types of clauses. One is independent clause, another one is dependent clause. Independent means the sentence which gives you the complete sense or meaning. Dependent means the sentence which does not give you the complete sense. For example, I will give you, you will definitely fail the exam if you do not prepare well. There are two sentences, you will definitely fail the exam. The next sentence is, if you do not prepare well. If you do not prepare well, there is question. If you do not prepare well, what will happen? So that sentence does not have the complete sense or meaning. So it comes under dependent clause. And you will definitely fail the exam. It has the complete meaning. There is no question, nothing. So it comes under independent clause. This independent clause and dependent clauses will come under our compound, complex, and simple. And now next, conjunction. When you say about a conjunction means the words which we use to connect the sentences. There are three types of conjunction. One is a coordinative conjunction, another one is subordinative conjunction, next one is correlative conjunctions or paired conjunctions. Now what do you mean by coordinative conjunction? Coordinative conjunction means only there are 7 conjunctions comes under coordinative conjunction. They are, easily we can remember, fanboys. F for, A for and, N for neither, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. These fanboys we will use to frame the compound sentences that I will explain to you. Next, before going to subordinative, we will go with the correlative or paired conjunction. It's a pair, that means 2 pieces. Pair means 2 pieces. So there will be 2 conjunctions. We cannot use one alone, especially not only but also. You cannot use only not only. When we use not only, we have to use but also. Both and. She likes both coffee and tea. So both and. This not only but also, both and, all these also we will use under the sentences. Next we will go with the subordinative conjunction. Now remove fanboys, remove paired conjunctions. The remaining all conjunctions will come under subordinative. As if, as well as soon as, although, even though, as, when, if, all this. Now we will go with the sentences. Now we will go with a simple sentence first. A simple sentence means a sentence which gives you the complete meaning, and in the simple sentence there will be only one independent clause. That independent clause means we know the sentence which gives you the complete meaning. So there will be only one sentence, only one independent clause in the simple sentence. The normal sentences which gives you the complete sense. Next, compound. Compound sentences mean there will be one independent clause and one dependent clause connected with the only fanboys. That means coordinative conjunction. There, for example, she likes tea and she likes coffee. She likes tea, one independent clause. She likes coffee, another independent clause. These two independent clauses are connected with the conjunction and come under fanboys or coordinative conjunction. So when two independent clauses are connected with the fanboys, those sentences will be compound sentences. Next, what do you mean by complex sentences? Complex sentences means there will be one independent clause plus one or more dependent clauses. One or more. And it will be connected with the subordinative conjunctions. For example, you will definitely fail if you do not prepare well. You will definitely fail is an independent clause. If you will definitely fail is an independent clause. If you do not prepare well, a dependent clause. And their subordinative conjunction is if. So both sentences connected with the subordinative conjunction if. So one independent clause plus one dependent clause. So when we take the lesson, it will be explained in elaborate manner. So these only simple, compound and complex. Next we will go with the discourses. In Telangana state syllabus, if you take, there are many discourses and they are divided into two types. One is major, another one is minor. So minor discourses will be asked for 6 marks and major discourses will be asked for 10 marks. And in the question paper, there will be option for minor discourses, but there won't be any option. There won't be any option for major discourses. So, for example, I will explain a small minor discourses here. For example, diary entry. Students all will write the diary entry. Suppose you take a question. Imagine that you are Nick Vujicic and enter a diary about your feeling when you were born as a torso. So all the students will enter the diary. Finally what they will do, they will write their name. Here question is, imagine that you are Nick Vujicic. So who is entering the diary? Nick Vujicic. You have to write the name of Nick Vujicic. So what is the format? You take the paper, left side of the paper, day, date, time. Time will be always in the PM format. Then the salutation we will write always, dear diary. You are talking to diary only. Then after that, matter. Then finally by the name. By not your name is up according to the question. So all these only about discourses. And major discourses, if you take, there are many like drama script, choreography script, all these profile, everything is there. Everything will be explained. So this is a simple video to just know the people or who all are watching this video, just to know about me and about my teaching. So if I get an opportunity, definitely I can prove my talent, and I promise you that I will be an asset for your institution. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time to watch this video. Thank you very much.